For the last year, Graciela Medina, a business owner and single mother, has worked 7 days a week to support her 2 youngest children and cover her rent. As a local entrepreneur, she runs the store selling gifts, toys, and clothes for her community. Today, like every day, she's up at 6 a.m., cleaning the house and cooking after-school meals for her kids. By 7 a.m., it's time to wake her kids up and get them ready for school. After she drops off her youngest at elementary school, she takes the only hours she has for herself in the day to work out. This time, she's headed to a nearby hiking trail. She says it's important for her physical and mental health.
Eso me ayuda para desestresarme porque también estar en un solo lugar todos los días también es estresante. Entonces, yo trato de buscar un tiempo para mí.
At 9:30 a.m., she's opening her store on Vermont Avenue in East Hollywood, Los Angeles. Graciela works there until 7 p.m. when she goes to make dinner for her kids and run any errands that she has left. Then this cycle starts again tomorrow. My name is Samantha Hallyu Hernandez, and for the last 4 years, I've been documenting gentrification in East Hollywood. Together, Lucas Alvarado, Ferrar, and I chose to document Graciela for this essay because her story mirrors many other local entrepreneurs in this predominantly Latino neighborhood. Like many other immigrants, she has faced seemingly insurmountable obstacles to making a life in the United States. With every challenge, she has innovated new business models to sustain her livelihood and that of her family.
Graciela was born in Michoacán, Mexico. In 2000, she immigrated to the United States for a better life and to reunite with her siblings who were already living in LA. Soon after arriving, she started working at her brother's gift wrapping and party decoration stall at the Union Swap Meet in East Hollywood. Swap meets became popular in the late 80s in the American Southwest as a way for multiple vendors to benefit from communal foot traffic and low overhead. For customers who were primarily Latino and Black, swap meets were a convenient place to buy many of life's essentials at bargain prices from a variety of vendors. By the time Graciela started working at the Union Swap Meet, these types of markets had reached a peak. In the early 2000s, these markets began to lose their appeal in favor of new malls and the rise of online shopping. As business dipped, her brothers left the stall in her hands. When things got really bad, she had to start cleaning houses to support her family.
En lugar de que el negocio me sostuviera a mí, yo tenía que sostener el negocio, entonces yo buscaba la manera de seguir adelante.
In the fall of 2019, the Union Swap Meet was closed and then demolished to make way for a mixed-use development.
After Union Swap Meet closed, Graciela and 2 other vendors leased a space nearby. Just as Graciela was getting her footing, the pandemic hit. She was forced to close for 2 months, relying solely on her husband's income. She reopened in May of 2020. Unlike at the swap meet, Graciela is unable to lock up her section of the store while the other 2 businesses are open, forcing her to work 7 days a week to protect her merchandise. Graciela feels guilty for being away from her kids so much of the week.
Pues el negocio te absorbe tanto de que yo a veces sí me siento triste porque a veces sí quisiera pasar más tiempo con mis hijos. Dice, mami, tú eres mi héroe, y eso me da más fuerzas de seguir adelante.
This year, Graciela left her husband and moved into a 1-bedroom apartment with her 2 youngest children. Save for a small amount of child support, Graciela is responsible for all the expenses of childcare.
Once a week, before opening the store, Graciela heads to LA's storied downtown fashion district to stock up on merchandise. In her last 20 years in business, she's developed relationships with specific wholesalers who import goods from around the world. Today, she's looking to buy beanies and sweatshirts for the winter weather that's fast approaching, as well as gift wrapping supplies for the coming holiday rush. Graciela pays close attention to her customers' needs, constantly updating her inventory. When the pandemic hit, she immediately stocked up on masks, which quickly became her biggest seller.
Yo traté de ver de qué manera salía yo adelante, entonces dije, no, pues estamos en pandemia, pues ahora mascarillas, sanitizer y todo lo Lysol, todo lo que yo pueda vender para la pandemia.
Today, Graciela is looking for hoodies embroidered with the city's name, but they were out of stock. There's fewer options these days because of supply chain delays at the Port of Los Angeles. When she heads over to buy gift wrapping supplies, prices have gone up.
por la pandemia pues todo ha subido y viene la gente y pues todos quieren al mismo precio que antes. Por ejemplo, una bolsa de regalo costaba $1 y ya les digo yo 1.50 y pues a veces o sea, hasta como que me miran mal, pero no puedo darte más barato.
When she's done shopping, she single-handedly lugs over 50 pounds of merchandise through the fashion district to her car. She hurries to make it back to her store to open up on time.
Graciela says business is definitely better than at the swap meet, thanks predominantly to mask sales. But she doesn't know what the future holds or how long sales will last. Businesses like hers are precarious. Graciela predominantly relies on a Latino customer base that is slowly being priced out of the neighborhood due to gentrification.
Se ha movido mucha gente de aquí del área y ahora se ha venido mucho americano y pues el americano no compra tanto como el latino. El latino busca más las tienditas así como la mía pues.
Local businesses like Graciela's also face stiff competition from multinational online retailers like Amazon. Every year is harder than the last. But Graciela remains hopeful and determined and willing to evolve to the changing consumer landscape.
Yo lo que digo es que yo no me voy a rendir porque yo tengo por quién seguir luchando. Mis hijos, que es mi fuerza de cada día, y ellos son los que me hacen seguir adelante día a día y siempre la fuerza de Dios.